This cartoon was never meant to be a kid's show. There's a hidden detail inside the Powerpuff Girls that changes everything we thought we knew. Because when you look closely at Townsville, it doesn't feel like a normal city at all. It feels like an experiment. What if the Powerpuff Girls was never meant to be a happy cartoon? What if behind the bright colors, cute heroes, and silly villains, there's actually a disturbing experiment hiding in plain sight? Because the more you analyze this show, the more one question appears. Were the Powerpuff Girls ever supposed to exist at all? The Powerpuff Girls tells us a simple story. A scientist mixes sugar, spice, and everything nice, accidentally adds chemical X, and creates three superhero girls. Sounds innocent, but think about it carefully. The professor didn't create children, he created weapons. Chemical X doesn't just grant powers, it rewrites biology. Every character exposed to it changes permanently, often becoming unstable or dangerous. Mojo Jojo, the professor's former lab assistant, becomes a hyper-intelligent villain after exposure. Other monsters gain uncontrollable abilities. This suggests Chemical X isn't magic. It's a volatile force that amplifies emotion and personality traits to dangerous extremes. Which means Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup may not simply represent goodness. They may represent controlled outcomes of an experiment that usually goes wrong. And then there's Townsville, a city attacked almost every single day. Giant monsters, reality-breaking threats, massive destruction. Yet citizens behave as if this is normal life. Buildings return instantly. Fear disappears by the next episode. Some fans believe Townsville exists inside a repeating reality loop, a constructed environment designed to test the girls' abilities endlessly. Almost like a simulation. The strongest evidence comes from the villains themselves. Many of them don't act like conquerors. They act like challenges. Each villain tests a different weakness: intelligence, emotion, fear, ego, or morality. It's as if someone is measuring how the girls react under pressure. And no character proves this theory more than him. Him doesn't seek domination. He manipulates psychology. He creates nightmares, forces emotional breakdowns, and pushes the girls to question themselves. Unlike other villains, him understands their fears, almost like he knows how they were made. Some theories suggest him represents the unintended side effects of Chemical X, the chaos that couldn't be controlled during the experiment. Not an outsider, but a byproduct. Now look at the girls themselves. Blossom is logic and leadership. Bubbles is empathy and innocence. Buttercup is aggression and instinct. Together, they form a complete personality divided into three parts. This raises a disturbing possibility. The professor may have been trying to engineer the perfect human personality and split it into separate beings to stabilize it. Three controlled personalities instead of one unpredictable individual. But there's a cost. Despite being kindergartners, the girls carry adult responsibilities. They never truly rest. Every day ends with another emergency, another battle, another expectation to save everyone. The show calls it heroism, but from another perspective, it looks like conditioning, training. Even the cheerful ending phrase, "saving the world before bedtime," sounds less like celebration and more like routine programming. As the series progresses, darker themes quietly appear. Episodes explore identity crises, emotional exhaustion, and fear of failure. The girls begin questioning themselves more often. The world feels less playful and more artificial, almost as if the experiment is becoming unstable. And here's the darkest theory of all. The Powerpuff Girls are loved not because they are heroes, but because they are necessary. Townsville depends on constant danger to justify their existence. Without villains, the girls have no purpose. Without purpose, the experiment ends, which means the world may subconsciously create threats just to keep them fighting. Suddenly, the show changes meaning. It's no longer a story about heroes protecting a city. It's a story about creations trapped in a system that needs them to suffer in order to function. So next time you watch the Powerpuff Girls, look beyond the colors and laughter. Notice how danger never stops. Notice how childhood never truly exists for them. And ask yourself one question. Were the Powerpuff Girls saving Townsville? Or were they created to keep saving it forever? If you enjoyed this dark theory, subscribe for more hidden cartoon secrets because some childhood shows were never as innocent as they looked.